Philip is such a good guy. He's a really good guy. He's fun.
Nice and still, nice and straight.
Oh, look at that, look at that. Passing it back.
He's just so, like, happy and good and...
He has a familiarity to him and a way of being that is so friendly and endearing and genuine.
My name's Philip Winchester. I'm 29 years old. I grew up in Bozeman, Montana. And my mom and dad are still out there. But my mom is, she's English. So when I was a kid, we bounced back and forth between London and Montana, which was quite the dynamic as a kid. Kind of, this is a very small town in Montana and then London. It's funny because you read all these stories, these horror stories in magazines about childhood and actors, and I had the perfect childhood. I had a dog and a BMX and a BB gun, and I had buddies, and we'd go out in the afternoon, and spring break or summer holidays would come around, and we'd just go ride our bikes, and we'd go to the local shop, and we'd buy penny candies and jolt cola and sit in the park and play baseball. And growing up in Montana was like the idyllic kind of childhood. When I graduated from high school, I moved to London. I lived there for about 7 years. I trained out there at drama school and did some movies out there and did some stage out there. And and now my wife and I are in Los Angeles. I'm passionate about people. I'm really fascinated by people.
Hey, watch it!
I'm fascinated with what makes them tick. What they believe about themselves and what their friends draw out of them. I think one of my favorite things to do is to sit in a coffee shop or a cafe and just watch people and watch kind of little 10 seconds of their life as they order a coffee or as they do something on the internet or how they fold paper. Like sitting on the subway in New York or on the tube in London is just, it's amazing. It's a playground. You can just, all these different lives colliding with each other.
Hey, Jake. Did you see my ad? In the paper. They did put it in, didn't they? Right there. Handyman needed. You interested? Well, of course you are. You need a job. Ooh, can I have some, please?
You never know what tomorrow's gonna bring. We were sitting out on our little concrete stoop in Los Angeles outside of our apartment going, well, gosh, I guess pilot season didn't work out, and I guess we'll go back to England for a little bit, and we'll hang out with Grandma, and we'll live on the farm for a while, and we'll take the dog, and we'll just hang out in England. And then the phone rang, and it was my agent saying, you know that script you really liked? In My Shoes thing? Well, you're going up to Portland. And your life just, like that, it gets turned upside down. And so, who else has a life like that? It's a blessing, it really is, because your life changes in a heartbeat.
See what you got.
I've always kind of wanted a brother, so when you get the opportunity to work with someone who you can develop a really close relationship with, it's cool, and it means a lot, and I think that plays on screen when you've got chemistry with someone. It's important.
See you around. Justin, your dad, you think he'd approve of you hanging out this late at night?
Probably not.
The people that you meet and the stories that they bring in, and you never know what you're gonna get. So you show up on set and you have an idea of what you want to do, you have an idea of a character, but so does everybody else. And so you have all these worlds colliding. And to be honest with you, I don't know how stuff ever gets made. It's amazing to me that all these ideas and all this creativity can come into a room and how you get one story out of it. And so the problem-solving aspect of actually working as an actor is so fulfilling. The dream ultimately would be to, as an actor and maybe one day, creative, on the more creative side, outside of the acting stuff, direct or produce, but to be able to live in this world and to do this stuff with my wife and my family, and to be able to put bread on the table and keep a roof over our head. I mean, as an actor, it's so come and go. So to be able to have some security in that and to be able to do it for the rest of my life is the goal, really.